Yo, what's up everyone? My name is Andrew Warren, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about some more positive news recently released regarding Tesla stock. So with this video, we have multiple news pieces, some of them directly from Elon Musk himself with some recent tweets that he's been posting, but we also have an article to cover as well today. So just regarding the topics being discussed today, we're going to be talking about the FSD update that's supposed to be happening next week, and we're talking about a huge update, a big step forward in autonomy, especially for Tesla. And then we also have more coverage regarding Tesla's manufacturing, and then also some really interesting insight and perspective from a very well-known person in the engineering world known as Sandy Munro. I know a lot of you all are familiar with him as well, and I just love some of the content that he produces. He provides so much interesting insight that often shows how Tesla is ahead of the game on their engineering and the different things that they're doing to stay ahead right now. So of course, as always, if you enjoyed the Tesla videos, please make sure to smash that like button. It really does help me out. And before we get into the news piece for today, let's just go ahead and check out the current share price for Tesla. Tesla is currently at $442.20 per share. And in the normal market hours today, we saw a plus 1.91% gain. That is plus $8.30 added on to the share price. And then in the after hours, we got a minus 0.02% loss, which is only minus around 10 cents off of the share price. And the aftermarket hours are currently closed, so this is what it's looking like right now. So now that we've addressed that, I want to just start off with a tweet by Elon Musk in a response to an article tweeted on Twitter regarding Tesla's autonomy. So as you can see, this is an article by Clean Technica, and this was posted in which it stated Tesla autopilot updates and notes from Elon Musk. And then, as Elon Musk commonly does in response to some of his favored news sources or just some of his fans, he replied with a statement saying, "Limited FSD beta releasing on Tuesday next week as promised. This will at first be limited to a small number of people who are expert and careful drivers." So I think it's really important here to just take into consideration that this is meeting the timeline as expected for Tesla. So there is that common criticism of Elon Musk and Tesla about some of the timelines that we hear from Elon Musk every now and then, in which it doesn't always meet up with what was said. And of course, we've addressed that in the past, that Elon Musk himself has stated that he always has aggressive timelines, and that when he says he thinks something can happen by a certain timeline, he actually believes it. But a lot of the times there are these unknown factors that come up and cause that timeline to be delayed a little bit more. So even Elon Musk has even addressed this before in the past, in which he basically says that when he gives a timeline, that's actually what is expected. It's not just him being super optimistic, it's actually just what's expected. And then oftentimes a lot of random and unexpected things can get in the way and delay that timeline. So it's important to notice right here that Elon Musk has given us a timeline and he's sticking to that timeline. So as it states, limited FSD beta releasing on Tuesday of next week, which is not far off at all. That's just around a week away. So for the Tesla owners right now, and especially those that will have access to this limited beta, you can certainly guarantee those people are excited. And obviously, if I was a Tesla owner right now, I would be really excited as well. And I'm even kind of excited about it myself, even though I don't own a Tesla, because I'm just excited to see their progress with their autonomy technology and their AI system. So this is really exciting to me, even as someone who doesn't currently own a Tesla. But of course, as you all know, I want to own a Tesla in the future if I can do so, especially that Tesla Cybertruck. Oh my, I want it so bad. But anyways, just to add on to this, Elon Musk also added a second reply to this same tweet in which he says, "With FSD, we got stuck in a lot of local maximums, which wasn't clear until we hit the ceiling. This time, it's right." And then next up, we have an article by another news source known as Teslarati, in which their tweet includes a linked article which states Tesla's production, you know what, we're not going to say it just because YouTube might not like it so much, but you all can read it. But as it states, Tesla's production, you know what, wasn't all bad. It resulted in a 10-year lead. And Elon Musk replies to this tweet stating, "Sheer magnitude of the entire production system is hard to appreciate. Almost every element of production is over 75% automated. Only wire harnesses and general assembly, which are less than 10% of production costs, are primarily manual." So I think this part is very important right here, where it talks about how over 75% of production is automated. So with this, we're of course talking about machine learning, robotics, coding, and a lot of those things that go along together, which is a huge aspect of disruption in different businesses right now. As we know, a lot of the team members from ARK Invest specialize in a lot of these things that are utilized specialized in Tesla's manufacturing process. And recently even, I think we got a tweet thread from Tasha Keeney talking about how traditional auto analysts just don't know how to analyze Tesla because they're not specialized in batteries, they're not specialized in machine learning and AI and autonomy, and also other important aspects like with robotics as well that play a role in Tesla's production. So I think this once again emphasizes the value of AI and machine learning and robotics and all of those things that go into Tesla's manufacturing process. So all of these things are hugely important to these production facilities, and I think they'll only get more important as we get further into the future and as the capabilities of AI and robotics can be maximized or furthered even more. So now that we've addressed all of that, we have a final news piece of today, which is by Business Insider and author Graham, and then I'm not going to say that last name just to be careful because YouTube could register it as something else, but you all can read it for yourself. But I just want to emphasize, as always, we greatly appreciate this information from Business Insider and the author as well. But as the article title states, an auto manufacturing expert says Tesla's days of production, you know what, have put it 10 years ahead of the competition. So just judging from this article title alone, this is definitely a bold claim. We're talking about someone with a reputation saying that Tesla is 10 years ahead of the competition in specific aspects. So I just want to emphasize some of the key points of this article. As always, I'll leave it linked down in the description below for you all to check out for yourself, but this does include some quotes by an individual known as Sandy Munro, which, as the article states, he is well known for his cost analysis teardowns of cars, and he also does a lot of YouTube videos explaining many different aspects of Tesla's engineering, in addition to some just other content as well regarding auto manufacturing. So he has a YouTube channel. I definitely recommend checking it out because he provides a lot of context and insight regarding Tesla's engineering, them in comparison to the rest of the competition, and just some of their design aspects and stuff like that. And it's actually really interesting content. So Sandy Munro is a very well-known person in the engineering world, especially the auto engineering world. And of course, a lot of Tesla fans, including myself, like him a lot as well because he's one of the few people that actually get it and understand what's happening with Tesla. And he's even emphasized in the past how basically the competition at this point in time, they have no chance because they're not taking Tesla serious and they're not even as efficient or fast-paced as Tesla is. So in reference to the past where Tesla was really struggling with production when they were just trying to get a handle of things and learn how to manufacture efficiently, in reference to that, Sandy Munro stated, "I don't think they really quite understood or grasped the concept of making cars at production speeds." And then the article says, how? And then quote, "Well, number one, they ripped out a lot of robots, according to Munro." Then he states, "I think that Elon thought that somehow robots could take over everything, but in actuality, that has been proven wrong in many, many cases." And then it provides a little bit of context on Elon Musk talking about this, in which it says that he admitted in April, while robots are helpful, quote, "excessive automation at Tesla was a mistake." And then another quote included by Elon Musk stated, "humans are underrated," in reference to this idea. And so regarding the discussion of how Tesla continually improves their designs, it includes a quote by Munro in which he states, "So what Tesla's done is it's cranked out a product that's probably 90%, 95% there, but they've got so many ways of investigating what's going on in each car all the time that the feedback can say, hey, what I think we should do is X. Let's make that engineering change and implement it on the vehicles from here going forward. And if or when a customer has a problem, bingo, we don't know how to solve it or we'll replace the parts." And then he says, "If I had to make a choice between the two, getting to 95% and then basically waiting until customers complained and then changing things rapidly, I'd rather take that approach," according to Munro. And then another quote from Munro states, "I said in the past that Tesla with the Model 3 was probably 5 to 8 years ahead of everybody else," he said. "And now in some cases, I think that in some areas of the car, Tesla is 10 years ahead, especially when it comes to manufacturing." So at the end of the article right there, he drops a huge piece of information in which Sandy Munro states that he thinks Tesla is 10 years ahead in some aspects of their manufacturing for the Model 3. And although this is kind of referencing the discussion of the Model 3 specifically, however, I think Sandy Munro would have some similar things to say about especially the Model Y, with so many different improvements that we've seen recently, with the new Gigapresses being brought in with a Fremont factory, then there being 8 of them with a Berlin Gigafactory as well, and also with them just creating more innovation regarding the production for the Model Ys, especially especially with, like Elon Musk even stated, a radical structural change to the Model Y for the Berlin Gigafactory production specifically. I think even Munro would reference 10 years ahead to some aspects of the Model Y as well, because with this article especially, he kind of emphasizes how Tesla is really ahead in comparison to the rest of their competition, because their competition is not used to rapidly making changes. They're used to creating a new model every year, and they commonly wait a year to add improvements, whereas Tesla is constantly changing and constantly adding improvements, where it doesn't constrict or restrain their improvements based on like these set in stone time dates, which of course just gives Tesla more opportunity for efficiency and innovation, in which it pretty much allows them more creativity in fine-tuning the Tesla products. So I actually really love the fact that they're able to change the design of their vehicle pretty much any time that they want to do so, because as I emphasize, you don't end up as a customer having to wait until the next year to get a better product. So there's something just really cool about knowing that waiting maybe 2 months from now, you're going to get an even better Tesla product or an even more efficient Tesla product. And yes, I can understand how some people can say, you know, there's a bad side to that as well, in which if you buy a Tesla right now, it's not going to be as good as the one 2 years in the future. But in terms of just being positive about this whole perspective, I think you can look at it in terms of this technology is constantly evolving and changing and getting better. Therefore, that's especially a good thing for Tesla, because they're constantly improving the products and therefore advancing their lead against the competition and widening that gap further, therefore which allows Tesla to continually provide a better product at whatever pace it takes for them to continue with their innovation. So I think this article is really, really important in the sense that we have a very notable figure in the community providing some very valuable perspective on the lead that Tesla has against the rest of the competition. And if you don't know who Sandy Munro is, at least in my opinion, this is someone that you should take what they say serious. If he's saying that Tesla is 10 years ahead in specific aspects, I would believe him, because Sandy Munro has a lot of credibility, at least in my opinion. I definitely view Sandy Munro as someone with credibility, especially within the Tesla community as well. So I don't take what this person is saying lightly. This is really huge. So of course, as always, please make sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed this video, and also feel free to check out Robinhood and Webull in the description below. If you sign up with my referral link, you'll get some free stocks, and especially with Webull, you can get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,600, and to get that, all you have to do is sign up with my referral link and deposit $100 into your account. Keep in mind, you can take that $100 right back out after you get your free stocks, and by using my referral link, you also help support this channel as well, in which I'll get some free stocks, which I commonly use to sell and invest it in Tesla stocks, so it helps with my investments also, and of course with my future goals in life. So I greatly appreciate that and just wanted to let y'all know about that. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week.